Welcome to my new video about top 5 mysteries. Amelia Earhart, the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic, set off on July 2, 1937 from Lae, New Guinea for tiny Howland Island, an incredible few hundred kilometers away. When the air relay signals disappeared, a drama without resolution began. A massive search by the U.S. Navy left only vague clues, cryptic low-on-fuel messages, but neither the plane nor the pilot were ever found. What happened that morning over the Pacific Ocean? The mystery has lasted for more than 80 years. Los Angeles, January 1947. A mother walking her child stumbles on what she thinks is a mannequin, only to find a young woman's body, cut in half and posed on the grass. This is the chilling story of the Black Dahlia. On January 15, 1947, 22-year-old Elizabeth Short, an aspiring actress also known for her dramatic fashion, was found in Leimert Park. Her body was bisected at the waist, exsanguinated with organs removed, and a gruesome Glasgow smile carved on her face. Police ruled that she had been killed elsewhere. The body was cleaned before being dumped in the lot. Her fingerprints led to the FBI. Authorities sifted through over 150 suspects, ranging from random confessors to prime suspects like Dr. George Hodel, but never made a definitive arrest. The precision of the mutilations suggested medical or surgical knowledge. One suspect, Dr. Hodel, was later pinpointed by his own son, a retired detective who noted matching handwriting and soil samples at his father's estate. Still, the LAPD never charged him. Dubbed the Black Dahlia after a popular movie, the case captivated the nation. Sensational headlines and lurid photos fed a lurid obsession, embedding the crime in LA's darkest folklore. More than 75 years later, the case remains open. New books, films, documentaries, and even revolutionary theories surface regularly, but the official narrative still ends with a question mark hanging over Leimert Park. In March 2014, a Malaysia Airlines Boeing 777 flew from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing with 239 passengers and crew on board. But the plane mysteriously disappeared over the Indian Ocean. Although pieces of wreckage off the coast of Africa provided clues, the main body of the plane was never found. Theories of hijacking, pilot suicide, or technical failure abound, but no one knows what really happened. February 1959. Deep in the Ural Mountains of the Soviet Union, 9 experienced hikers set up camp on a frozen slope. What happened that night remains one of history's darkest riddles, but their terror echoes through time. On February 1, 1959, Igor Dyatlov led 8 fellow students from the Ural Polytechnic Institute toward Otorten Peak. They camped on the eastern slope of Kholat Syakhl in brutal winter conditions. Temperatures well below freezing, strong winds, and endless snow. Newbookrecommendation.com, plus11history.com, plus11en.wikipedia.org, plus11. Sometime after midnight, something terrifying happened. The group tore open their tent from the inside and fled, many barefoot or in light clothing, into the storm. Searchers later found their bodies scattered half a mile from camp. 6 hikers had died of hypothermia, but the others bore gruesome trauma: crushed ribs, skull fractures, missing eyes and tongue, yet almost no external wounds. Radiation was even found on some clothing. The Soviet investigation blamed a compelling natural force, but what? Rival theories emerged: a slab avalanche, katabatic winds, secret military tests, or even alien interference. Notably, a 2021 study suggested a delayed slab avalanche, a subtle snow collapse triggering panic and chaos. The case was officially reopened in 2019, but quickly closed again. Today, trekkers still visit Dyatlov Pass, seeking answers among the silent birch trees. Yet for all we know, the truth may be buried forever beneath the ice and snow. A late night in San Francisco. The only sound is a shotgun blast. The killer emerges from the dark. No one sees him, no one stops him. He contacts the police himself and gives his name. I am the Zodiac. On the night of December 20th, 1968, on Lake Herman Road in Vallejo, California, Teenager David Faraday and his girlfriend Betty Lou Jensen are found shot dead in their parked car deep inside the park. 7 months later, on July 4, 1969, Darlene Ferrin is killed while her companion Michael Maju survives a shooting in Blue Rock Springs Park. Shortly after the attacks, 3 newspapers in the Bay Area receive identical letters, signed with a circle and plus sign, the Zodiac's symbol. Inside are taunting details of possible new murders and a mysterious 408-character cipher. On August 24, 1969, the Zodiac strikes again. Teen couple Brian Hartnell and Cecilia Shepard are stabbed at Lake Berryessa, and the killer leaves a written note. September 27, 69, 6:30, by knife. On October 11, 1969, the Zodiac targets a city taxi. He shoots driver Paul Stein in Presidio Heights. He then, as proof, sends a piece of Stein's blood-stained shirt collar to the San Francisco Chronicle. 3 teenage girls witness the killer and later identify him in a police sketch, the only eyewitness composite of the Zodiac. On August 5, 1969, the first cipher is finally cracked. The Zodiac writes, "I like killing people because it is so much fun. When I die, I will be reborn in paradise, and all them I have killed will become my slaves." Analysts see in it a sinister declaration of power and delusions of immortality, yet he gives no name, leaving only a darkly faceless presence. 5 murders are confirmed, though Zodiac claimed over 30 victims. More ciphers and letters followed through late 1969, and the image of a hooded figure with a crosshair mask gave the case a haunting, almost supernatural vibe. Despite extensive forensic work, including DNA, geographic profiling, and scrutinizing suspects like Arthur Lee Allen and Gary Post, the murderer's identity remains unconfirmed. Zodiac was one of the earliest media killers. He spoke openly about killing and used letters to turn murder into a public spectacle. He demanded attention, sending his taunting notes to newspapers, gripping the public in fear. To many, he is a mysterious, terrifying figure, and one of the most infamous, unknown serial killers in history. Thanks for watching. Leave a like, share, subscribe.